Bacteria growing on solid media form colonies. The characteristics of a bacterial colony are helpful in the identification of the bacteria. Generally, colonial morphology is observed after 18 to 24 hours of incubation. The different terms that we use in describing the colonial morphology are size, shape, margin, elevation, pigment, surface appearance, and optical property. The size of a colony is described as pinpoint, small, moderate, or large. And we have colonies on a blood agar plate that we will assess the size of. And as you can see, the culture plate that has got the Streptococcus pyogenes has got tiny pinpoint colonies. The plate with, I'm going to call it group B strep, has small colonies, medium-sized colonies of Staph aureus, and large colonies of E. coli. Generally speaking, our streps are pinpoint to small. Our staph, such as Staph aureus, Staph epi, Staph saprophyticus, or in the medium size, and gram-negative bacilli like E. coli, Pseudomonas, are generally larger colonies. Next, we describe the shape of a colony. And by shape, that's the actual colony, and if it is circular or round, if it is irregular, rhizoid, filamentous, or spindle. And if we look at our colony of Staph aureus, we can see that the colony is actually round. When we go to the colony of E. coli, we can see that it's very irregular. It does not have a circular shape to it. The margin is when you look at the edges of the colony, and you can see that the colony of the Staph aureus is entire. It's uniform in its margin. Other terms to describe margin are undulate, lobate, curled, rhizoid, filamentous, and swarmer. And as you can see on this blood agar plate, we have a Proteus mirabilis that has swarmed, which means that it is growing across the entire blood agar. The colony actually starts, and then the entire agar is covered with the swarming of the organism. Can you see that? Elevation is determined by tilting the plate and looking at the side of the colony. We are looking to see if the colony is flat, raised, convex, or domed. Umbinate, which means it has a raised center, or concave, which is a depressed center. The depressed centers you will sometimes see on a strep pneumo. As you can see on this plate, most of our colonies look flat. Pigment is another determination that we use when we are describing our colonial morphology. And pigmentation is the actual color of the colony, such as yellow, red, green, or a non-pigmented colony, which are usually cream, tan, white, grayish. And if you look at our Staph aureus, it has a buttery appearance or a pale yellow. Our Micrococcus also has a yellow color, and our E. coli and our Staph epi are non-pigmented, and the Staph epi is kind of a white color, whereas the E. coli is more of a grayish color. The surface of the colony can also be described as glistening, shiny, dull, wrinkled, metallic, And you will see the metallic on a Pseudomonas, where when it's held in light, you will see a metallic sheen or an iridescence of the colonies. And the optical property of a colony, which is it opaque, like our Staph aureus and our E. coli, they're not clear, you cannot see through them. Or is it clear, like our streps, where you can actually see through, or it's transparent?